Good morning, expats and travelers. We're in Porto, Portugal, and today begins a Douro Valley tour. We're going to be in the Douro Valley for a couple of days. I'm going to explain more. Let me jump in the car after packing up. See you inside.
Okay, we are all packed in the car and we're off to the Douro Valley for 2 days. We're going to be staying at a hotel out there, do some spa stuff, of course check out the wineries, and see what else Carlos has in store for us.
Okay, so we're now pulling in to Amarante, and this city is recognized for the history that it has in terms of music. One awesome thing about being an expat is being able to open up things to family and friends who come visit you. So being able to share where you live with them is so incredible. So that was one of the things that Kalie and I were super excited about on this trip in particular. We had already toured the Douro Valley once, and that was a day trip. It was a long day, but we're really looking forward to being able to spend a couple of days exploring the Douro Valley with family.
The town is quite picturesque because it's situated around the beautiful mountains, and it also has a tributary of the Douro River running through it.
One thing that we immediately noticed, which was different from our tour back in August, is that the leaves were changing, and it was so beautiful seeing the difference.
That's a pretty view there.
We focus a lot on the premium port level. That premium port level is, for example, on the tawny. It is mostly from like 10 years old upwards, in 10, 20, 30, 40. Old single harvest tawny ports, which are tawny ports from a single year instead of being a blend of different ones. Once it gets to the roof, it is mostly like from reserve ports, again towards the top, then to the special reserves, to the late bottle vintages, to the vintage ports, which vintage port is mostly the top of the top. It's only made with the best wines resulting of a vineyard. Some of them are only made in the really special years, about 3 times in a decade. So we're trying to focus more on that side. And this rock is all in the ground. What happens is the whole bunches go through the top. Inside of the machine you have 2 tubes with holes on it. They keep shaking, and as they shake, the good grapes will separate from the stem. Everything else, like raisins, green grapes, leaves, will stay with the stem and will be discarded. And this is a very fast way, and it's important again because in some bunches you have a few grapes that are good, or you have the opposite. Good bunch with a few bad grapes. So this will ensure that we're always using only the best of the best. So feel free to go inside. Came to Portugal very young, just 19 years old, to work as an accountant.
Something interesting that we learned is because it was just after harvest, he warned us that when we were going downstairs it was actually going to be kind of stinky because they were done harvesting and they were doing the cleaning, and it actually did have a really weird smell.
Remember that I mentioned that we had a few mountains in the beginning of the region that kind of changed the climate. Our history over here, because each one of these properties will only produce for 1 crop. The system, we finished the development in the late 90s and we used it for the first time in 2000.
They do a really good job of giving the history of the estate, and even though it's a large family, the tour guide talked to us as if he was part of the family, and that's how they make their employees feel like they're part of the family. So that was really cool.
You start at 8, you finish at midnight.
I like how it's laid out in different areas so you can see different parts of history throughout their estate.
celebrate some of our greatest wines from these vineyards right here around this winery.
They're in a really pretty and ideal location right along the river and easy to walk to if you're in Pinhão. Of course, we took the tour, we checked out the history. Now it's time to try the wine.
So we tried the 10-year-old tawny, but Carlos recommended the 20-year-old tawny, so we went ahead and purchased that. And then we got the postscriptum, 2 bottles, 1 to take home and 1 to share while we're here in the Douro Valley. And then, of course, 2 glasses to remember the trip.
We are definitely on a little bumpy road right now, but hey, that was an awesome winery tour. That was really, really cool to check out the vineyard and be able to walk around the production facilities. Massive place. Bonfim, of course. You guys know we love Bonfim. Everywhere we go, we got to find a Bonfim. So, loved it there. Great wines. They produce wines for, you know, all the major players that are not Flaggate Group. So that was the Symington family. So Symington family is different than Flaggate. Don't get those confused, because those are kind of major competitors. But awesome stuff. We loved it. All right, next stop is lunch. So from the outside, this restaurant didn't necessarily look like much, but once we stepped in and sat down and started having the food, my goodness, it was amazing. I'm rolling.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah. Like it? Very good. All of us had fish over the past couple of days, so we decided to opt for the meat, and there was meat in abundance at this place. We had a bunch of different kinds of meat options to choose from, picanhas and other types of steak. I think the steak was from Argentina. Wherever it was from, it was out of this world.
In true Portuguese fashion, we had meat, we had some sort of starch, but then they also gave us some sort of salad, rice and beans. So that's quite normal here, but it was really good.
After walking from the restaurant down to the boat tours, it's time to board the boat yet again for us. First time for Manny and Kim, and hit the Douro for about an hour. So we go up 30 minutes, we turn right back around, come back to dock. So an hour trip condensed into about 15-20 seconds.
Back in the car, and now we are heading to check in at our hotel, which we are really excited to experience.
You live in Portugal?
Yes. Holy moly, this place is really nice. Check-in was easy, the customer service was great, they walked us to our rooms, they explained the different features of the hotel, and it's just, I think it's gonna be a really good stay.
What do you think of the new room? You like it?
The lighting is very low because it's nighttime because we just got here and the sun already went down, but we will show you more tomorrow during the daylight.
Kalie and her mom have headed to the spa, so it's me and Valencia for the morning. we're gonna hang out a little bit and then hear from Kalie and how the spa experience went. What do you think? Do you like this stay? You having fun? Are you having fun?
I'm back in the room after doing the spa. It's a pretty standard experience. Of course, you make your appointment, you show up a little early, you fill out some information, and then they take you back to your room. Of course, you have the dim lighting when you go into the room, and then the products are more of an earthy kind of tree type smell. Not masculine, but that kind of smell, and I think it's kind of playing off of the location that we are here at Douro41, where we have the river and then we have the beautiful tree lines. So I really liked the products. You can buy them here as well if you want. Since it was a couples, our room had 2 beds. There are some that have 1, and ours was the massage and then the facial. It was 75 minutes for the couple serenity, and then after that you go to the relaxation room where you can have tea, you can check out the products that they use, which the products smelled so amazing, and just tea, water, and kind of hang out with the view. So it was a really nice experience, 5-star experience, of course.
Let's go. Oh.
Come on.
It's really great having my parents visit because they get to spend some good quality time with Sia, and the setting is really nice for her to run around and play.
Look, she's got her pack. I guess she doesn't anymore. Jeez, it's heavy for her. She did a good job.
Hi!
So,
Look at you, pretty girl.
Kalie and I opted for the standard room, but Kalie's parents went for the Riverview room with a terrace, and boy, was it special. The room itself was several levels above ours in terms of amenities and just how nice it was, size and all. All right, so we're grabbing a late lunch. We've ordered 2 club sandwiches, 1 spaghetti bolognese, and we have a bottle of postscriptum that we got yesterday on the wine tour. So we can't wait to enjoy that. We're looking forward to it. It was one of the favorite wines that we tasted at the Symington's vineyard. So that was an awesome experience, and now we get to experience it again, but with this beautiful view. And as the night falls, Kalie and I decide to take Valencia around, walk around, and check out all of the hotel's amenities. So join us for that. Let's go. Let's check it out. We had a blast hanging out in the different spots of this hotel. They had a movie corner that showed a couple of movies each night, and they would post whatever was happening there. There was tons of space to hang out, so whether that be the Douro room or the game room or the Porto club, it was amazing. Kalie and I actually cracked up while playing a game of pool. Sia cooked us some amazing dinner.
Can you cook? Show Daddy how you can cook. Just like him. Stir. Very good.
And we also had a little stroll around the bar area. So there are 2 restaurants here. One of them, it's kind of smaller, more bar food, and then there was one full restaurant where they actually have the breakfast in the morning as well. Both of the mornings at this property were absolutely amazing. Being able to wake up to nature right outside of our window, so beautiful. I don't have a gym in Porto, but I do love to work out, and I really like to work out in gyms. So this is great. Anytime we travel and there's a gym, I like to take advantage. And the view is amazing, so it's really nice to work out with a great view.
Wow, that was really cool. So it goes cold, hot, different times that you stay under. It feels really good though. And then some of them have some essential oils or something, so it feels good to kind of breathe in strong. And then of course you're looking at this view. Really cool.
We do want to give a special mention to Carlos, who's our tour guide. He was absolutely phenomenal. It's the second time that we've taken a tour with him, and he actually told us that any viewers that want to use his service, if you let him know that Expats Everywhere is how you found out about him, you get 10% off. So Last Parcel is the name of his private tour company. You can check them out, links in the description section below. So you can look him up, and if you want to use him, let him know that you came from Expats Everywhere. You get 10% off his list prices.
It is time to try Vinho Verde. So we're at a little quinta and we're going to do a tasting of Vinho Verde, which my parents have never had before, and I'm excited because we've never actually been on one of these tours, and the vines are different and everything, so we're excited to see what it's all about.
It's very quaint and fun. I like all the different pottery and just the look and feel overall.
I agree. This is actually a very different setting to any wine tasting we've been to in Portugal. This quinta is, I guess, older and decorated in a different way, and they have some pretty gardens we're going to look at in a little bit. So I think it's going to be a fun little experience.
It's country.
Trying single grape wines. A nice curry.
Oh, okay.
I'll be in Wisconsin, where my childhood was found. I've been talking about getting out of town.
Okay, we just finished the tasting and now we're walking up through the gardens, so let's take a look. There's ducks, peacocks, roosters, so it's pretty fun.
100 different types of camellias here.
Oh, wow.
From America. And that one is blueberry. He named the trees after them. Just needed a place to work, so he built this lovely house that looks like a fairy tale one.
Yes.
Hansel and Gretel. He thought that the bride and the groom, they didn't need to leave.
And it feels strange to me, like I'll never shake in earth. I'm gonna put my hands to work.
Give it a meh. What sound does a goat say? What sound does a goat say? Meh. Meh.
I'm not afraid of the ocean. I'm afraid of the middle. Afraid of too
Yeah.
much. I'm not afraid of too little. We're not enough. 'Cause all I want is all around. Gotta get out of town.
Oh, okay.
So we've been walking through the gardens of the winery, and it's beautiful. Lots to see, lots of history. Amazing how it's been here for over 2 centuries. And then you have the vineyards to your right, you have the water behind us, and even the honeymoon suite, which really should be an Airbnb, let's be honest.
It is now used by the family for the holidays and the weekends. The fountain in front of the house is named the Four Sisters, or the Four Seasons Fountain. It was built by Mr. Fernando Guedes in 1926. Adega Velha, that's the name of both the building and the brandy. So this is our brandy, our aguardente.
Okay, I stand corrected because I didn't know exactly where we were going. Carlos just took us here, and I thought it was a small quinta, but actually it's Quinta da Aveleda, which is a huge one. I think they are actually the biggest producer of vinho verde. So we've just taken a look at the estate, and it is beautiful. They have amazing gardens. They have lots of animals. You can see the vines. So it's been a lot of fun here. We've arrived at our next place, Quinta da Tapada, and it's kind of raining, so we'll see how much we actually explore outside, but apparently they have really good cheeses, so we are excited to try those.
What you got for me?
Cheese. Smells right there.
The variety and quality here at Quinta da Tapada was absolutely amazing. We ended up taking home several wheels of cheese.
It was really great to spend time with family and see a different side of the Douro with the leaves changing. If you want to see more about the Douro, then click this playlist here and comment below about what you liked and where you thought was a good place that we visited. Now let's get moving.